just landed another incredible endorsement. This time it's with Stanley Cups.
Caitlin Clark has done it again, and this time it's not about points, assists, or breaking records on a basketball court. No! This time, she completely shattered the internet with something most people would never imagine could cause such a frenzy. A water cup, but not just any cup. The Stanley Cup. The same Stanley Cup your mom, your sister, your neighbor, and practically everyone else in the world is obsessed with. And when Caitlin Clark's deal with Stanley went live, sales didn't just spike, they exploded. Entire collections were snapped up. Pre-orders soared, and resale prices hit numbers that would make any sneakerhead jealous. Caitlin didn't just endorse a product, she created a phenomenon. This was culture, marketing, and Stanley Cups weren't unknown before Clark. They were already a status symbol, a staple in kitchens and offices across the country. Pastel Target drops had people lining up early. TikTok showed proud owners flaunting their collections, and resale markets were already thriving with limited editions. But Clark added a completely new layer. Her influence isn't just limited to basketball fans. She reaches moms who followed her Iowa career, college students who wear her jerseys to class, casual fans who have no idea what the Indiana Fever's record is, but still want to be part of the trend. She's selling connection, lifestyle, and exclusivity all in one. That's crossover power that most brands can only dream of. Then came the promo drop. Clark in Fever colors, rocking Nike sweats, holding a Stanley Cup like it was the hottest accessory of the year. The internet melted, screenshots spread like wildfire. TikToks popped up instantly. Fans weren't asking if they could get a cup, they were asking how fast they could secure the whole collection. And this was before the official release. Pre-orders. Surged, resale groups went wild, and by launch day, everything was gone. Entire stores cleared within hours. This isn't hype. This is dominance, pure and simple. Naturally, the haters came running. It's just a cup, they said. She doesn't deserve this, they claimed. The same tired arguments, but the numbers don't lie. Stanley's website traffic surged double digits. Pre-orders of Clark's line went through the roof, and even generic Stanley stock flew off shelves, because fans didn't want to risk missing out. Critics can scream overhyped from their keyboards, but when resale prices triple overnight and products vanish in hours, reality speaks louder than opinion. Here's the part that's truly historic. For decades, sneakers were the gold standard of athlete cultural impact. Jordans, Kobe's, LeBron's. If you didn't have a sneaker deal or a hype drop, your relevance was measured differently. Clark changed that entirely. She didn't need shoes to prove her pull. She made cups the new must-have item. Resale forums, once obsessed with Jordans and Yeezys, suddenly buzzed with discussion over which Clark Stanley colorway was secured. People compared tumblers the same way they once compared sneaker sizes. It sounds ridiculous, but it prints money. Clark isn't just endorsing a product, she's redefining what athlete endorsements mean in the modern age. Stanley didn't stop at one cup. No, they launched an entire line, 5 different models, each mapped to Clark's career colors. Fever Navy, Iowa Gold, Subtle Gray. Fans weren't buying one cup, they were buying full collections. That's not casual marketing, that's strategic genius. And Clark herself? She looked completely natural in every promo shot, laughing, posing, sipping water like it was just another day. Some athletes look awkward in lifestyle campaigns. Clark fits in perfectly, relatable for the casual buyer, iconic enough to ignite a frenzy. That's the rare balance that brands dream of. And let's not forget, she's injured, off the court. Yet her endorsement train hasn't slowed. Most athletes fade from public attention when they can't perform. Clark doesn't need highlights. One press release and a single photo is enough to move mountains. That's brand power. Bigger than stats, bigger than basketball. Other WNBA stars have endorsements, yes. Aja Wilson with Nike, Sabrina Ionescu with her line, Angel Reese with Reebok. All impressive, but none are moving lifestyle products at this scale. Are they selling $40 cups to moms in Iowa and college students in Boston? No. That's Clark's lane, and she owns it. The funniest part. People spend hundreds on candles, overpriced fashion items, or niche gadgets without blinking, yet Clark's Stanley Cups are overpriced. Stop it. Fans aren't just buying a cup, they're buying a piece of Clark's story, a part of her influence and her movement. This deal also sets a precedent. If Clark can make water cups a nationwide craze, what's next? Furniture, home decor, tech accessories, cookware, Clark home decor, Clark iPads. The ceiling isn't basketball anymore. It's wherever she wants to take it. This deal proves she's more than an athlete. She's an all-category influencer. Every time Clark trends, so does the WNBA. Headlines about her Stanley deal shine a spotlight on the Indiana Fever and women's basketball as a whole. Sponsors notice, networks notice. That's why investments in the league keep growing. Clark isn't just building her brand, she's elevating an entire sport. Of course, not everyone loves it. Some players feel overlooked. That's fair, but brands invest where the market moves. Right now, Caitlin Clark moves the market harder than anyone. The synergy between Stanley's audience, moms and students, and Clark's fan base couldn't be more perfect. That's why the site traffic spiked immediately, why shortages occurred within hours, and why resale markets flooded with listings at 2 or 3 times retail. That's not luck. That's perfect targeting, executed brilliantly. Fans now interact with her brand every day, not just when she scores on the court. Kitchens, offices, gyms, classrooms, her influence is everywhere. Permanent year-round integration. If her signature shoe launches in 2026 as expected, combined with lifestyle deals like Stanley, we're looking at a trajectory that could realistically make her a billionaire. Footwear, sports equipment, beverages, collectibles, lifestyle. 5 industries already, only in her 2nd professional year. Most athletes dominate too. Clark has 5. Critics keep moving the goalposts. She won't sell out arenas if she does. She won't get endorsements if she dominates. She can't sell lifestyle products. Her cups sell out instantly. Goalposts keep moving because she keeps proving them wrong. Caitlin Clark is in a league of her own. And let's talk fan psychology. People love exclusivity. They love being part of a trend that's bigger than them. Clark's Stanley Cups tick every single box. Limited edition, check. Social validation, check. Connection to a star athlete who's redefining the rules? Absolutely, that combination is explosive. That's why resale prices soar, why pre-orders max out, and why stores can't keep stock for hours. Every product carries her influence with it. From a marketing perspective, this is textbook genius. Clark didn't just become a brand ambassador, she became a brand. And it's not just her face on a cup, it's a full experience. 5 models, career colors, relatable promo shots, collectible appeal. Fans want all of it, and they'll pay for all of it. That's not hype, that's dominance. This deal also amplifies her influence beyond basketball's seasonal nature. WNBA has an off-season. Endorsements don't. Clark's Stanley presence means she remains relevant year-round. Fans aren't cheering for her once a week. They're drinking from her cup every single day. That's lasting brand integration. That's permanent cultural impact. Now let's be honest, if another WNBA star had landed this deal, the world would call it groundbreaking. But because it's Clark, some critics downplay it as just a cup. That double standard says more about the critics than it does about her. She's proving time and again that she's bigger than any box score, bigger than any debate, and bigger than any temporary hype cycle. The trajectory is staggering. She's already in footwear, sports equipment, beverages, collectibles, lifestyle, and this is only her 2nd year as a pro. Deals like Stanley demonstrate that Clark isn't limited by category or expectation. She's creating influence across industries, and the blueprint is clear. Wherever she goes, products follow, trends follow, and attention follows. Wrapping it all up, Caitlin Clark didn't just sell cups. She sold a movement. She turned hydration into hype. She turned a simple Stanley product into cultural currency. Haters can whine all they want, but receipts, pre-orders, and sellouts don't lie. She's reshaping athlete endorsements, influencing lifestyle markets, and redefining the reach of women's sports. Caitlin Clark isn't just an athlete. She's a cultural powerhouse. She didn't just surprise us with a deal. She surprised the entire industry. She turned water bottles into gold. She turned everyday objects into icons. And the world is watching, waiting for her next move. Because when Caitlin Clark signs a deal, it doesn't just sell products, it changes culture, moves markets, and sets the standard for every athlete who comes after her.